What I loved about this script was that it kind of is a perfect balance between a modern version of it while also staying true to all that is sacred of Agatha Christie's story and the original story. So that was a really exciting element of it. Well, I've never worked with anyone like Ken before because not only does he have background as an actor, but also in the theatre. So the way that he builds characters and rehearses is really different. And usually when you're left on your own to kind of build a character and your idea of them, you're building it, like I said, completely on your own. Whereas when we first met, he was asking me all of these questions that created an entire world around her, asking where I thought my character had been at this time last year and such, and my relationships with kind of all of her family and everything and her past. So it was really exciting, and it kind of reminded me of how much fun it is to do this job, because you can create this entire world and this entire persona and everything about her. So it was very exciting. I would never guess that this was his first acting job because he's so beautifully composed and has such great self-possession, and all of the discipline that comes with being a dancer. So no, I would never have guessed that this was his first acting job, and he's such a joy to work with and such a brilliant partner to kind of bounce off and play with. So it's been such a joy. In the script, the Countess is described as a dandelion beauty even the slightest breeze might end. So we were very much focused on creating this present fragility in the Countess. And so I had red hair at the time from a previous job, and so we dyed it the kind of very pale blonde and all of these draping fabrics and such. I can't take any credit for it though, it was all Alex and her genius team. But yeah, and just these beautiful vintage fabrics and such. And because the Countess is also nocturnal because of her drug taking, the outfits that she's dressed in are slightly day and night, so you can't quite work out whether she's in pajamas or a beautiful satin two-piece. So it's been a lot of fun putting it all together, and it's a total dream to wear this. I feel very lucky. I actually started taking ballet lessons because they're both ballet dancers, although you don't see her dance, and although she's very woozy and unstable by the time we meet her. I just wanted that foundation in posture and gait of walking and such, and just so that I could stand next to Sergei without feeling terribly embarrassed. When we walked into the huge soundstage and the entire interior of Istanbul station has been recreated, it is completely breathtaking. The detail and the craftsmanship that has gone into all of it is unbelievable. And my very first day of filming was filming inside one of the train carriages, and it was just, as I said, completely breathtaking. It's unbelievable. I've never seen anything like it. I've never been on any set like it. Most of the stuff when we're together, my character is silently watching, and so it's just the most exciting opportunity to just sit and watch and observe these brilliant masters' work. So it's just a very exciting education. And my favourite thing about this book specifically is that no one can really remember the ending. For all the people that I've returned to and said, "Have you read this?" and everyone has, but they can never remember who the murderer turns out to be. And it was the same because I'd seen it but couldn't really place it, and I think that's the most exciting thing about it. And that's the thing with Agatha Christie books as well. She writes so beautifully and with such fluidity and no matter how much attention you pay to all the clues and all the hints dropped, you can't work out the ending. You're always wrong, and there's always some huge reveal. And with this, I think it's one of the most dramatic reveals there could be. It is the perfect balance between what's modern and updated and what is sacred of Agatha Christie's, and it has everything for everyone.
Hey, so stay with me as I have a bonus behind-the-scenes movie fact for you from The Lord of the Rings. During the filming of the movie, Christopher Lee, the actor who played Saruman the White, corrected Peter Jackson on the sound a man makes when he's stabbed in the back. The director has been quoted as saying, "When I was shooting the stabbing shot with Christopher, I was explaining to him what he should do. And he says, 'Peter, have you ever heard the sound a man makes when he's stabbed in the back?' And I said, 'No.' And he says, 'Well, I have, and I know what to do.'" Christopher Lee had been involved in some secret operations for the British during World War II. which is presumably where he knew that from. Okay, now, before I go, remember, we publish new videos every day, so be sure to subscribe for more great content. See ya!